In Luxembourg with Henry Kissinger, George Shultz, and Bob Gates in a meeting. It was discussed there about the microchip. I was asked many questions, and I answered those questions. I've also asked God to forgive me for being in those meetings. They said, we'll make them aware of lost children. And so, after that meeting, on paper bags and milk cartons all over the United States, there were pictures of lost children. And then one day, all of those pictures disappeared. They aren't on the paper bags and milk cartons anymore because you had been conditioned. And now when you look at a paper bag or a milk carton, you think about lost children. We think like we are told to think. That's the reason why you have to have your mind renewed in Jesus Christ. This has to be in here. He has to give you the new mind. He said, take heed that no man deceive you. That's the reason why he said it. Today's technology is the key to the long-standing mysteries of Bible prophecy concerning the last days. It reaches out to us. This technology that we have today is addressed to this generation. What it's telling us is that the time is short. I want to show you the microchip. This is called a Destron IDI chip. This is about the size of a grain of rice. It has a little receiving antenna and a transmitting antenna. It has a microchip in the glass envelope. So this gives you a little look. We'll look at some more a little bit later. One of the things that we see, fiber optics. You see the orange bundles being put all around under the ground in most of the areas that we live in. The fiber optics allow fast transmissions of from our phone lines, but also it will open up our homes to the two-way communication for video communication, being able to see one another when we speak. Every time that you talk on the telephone, they are monitoring your phone conversation. Microchips are used to keep track of animals on military bases. Microchips also they talk about why carry cards when an implant will do the trick. This was in Computing Magazine. You can lose a credit card, it can be stolen, but you cannot lose your hand. And so the advantages to a microchip in the hand are very good for the world. So we see there is a conditioning, a telling people that it is proper to have something on your hand. This was in one of the magazines. Revealed a secret plan to tag every man, woman, and child. I'm not happy over what is happening, but I praise God that I can tell you and the next group and the next group, because time is running out. Everybody's trying to figure out 666. Who is it? He says what it is. I believe that there will be an Antichrist. As sure as there is a Christ, there is an Antichrist, and he will want to implement this system. People ask me if 666 is in the microchip. When it was my responsibility to design this microchip, I had been working on a computer that was 18 bits. The word was 18 bits in length. When I designed this, I used much of the same Boolean equations. And so this microchip came out to be an 18-bit chip. There are 3 6-bit bytes. This whole microchip is 666. As I told you before, I was not a Christian. I could have cared less. This happened simply because that was what we were designing. I believe God knew when John was on the island of Patmos that it would be. He knew that it would be 18 bits.